Alrighty, howdy neighbors and welcome back to First Snow. Last time we found out Eileen likes hunting, and we also are on our first date and it's at the zoo. Anyway, let's continue. As comfortable as Eileen looks, packing up her quickly finished hot dog and soda, pitching them in the nearby bin, can't quite seem to settle down. Thankfully, she's willing to take charge, given that I have no idea what I'm doing or how to act.
Enjoying yourself?
Yes!
I really need to settle down. Maybe she doesn't seem to be too harsh on me for my nervousness. But it's plainly obvious that this is my first date.
That's good. I'm not sure what to make of you when you clam up.
I'm just not as used to this as you are.
What makes you think that?
You've never gone out with someone before?
Do I look like I have?
I almost blurted out a rather blunt answer. Uncompromising is definitely the word for her. But that doesn't mean that she can't have had a girlfriend before me. Especially at our age, come to think of it. At least I had an excuse for being a bit shy, focusing myself on schoolwork. Eileen said herself that she is a known since at least high school. Eileen brings her head down, resting her chin on her arms as they lay on the table. I'm dumbstruck as she looks up at me with those tired eyes of hers.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're my first. You're a sweet girl.
The look she gives me single-handedly explains why people do all of this dating business. For a brief moment, it looks like the two of us are really in sync as we look into each other's eyes. Bird! Only for a moment though, before a small bird suddenly lands on the table between us. Its head darts this way and that, and it doesn't seem the least bit shy about parking itself in front of Eileen's startled face.
Well now, hello there.
A little fox sparrow! It's so cute!
It's a baby! In my excited whispers, it seemed to bother the little thing. Leading me to gingerly breaking off a little of my hot dog and trying to feed it. Don't feed birds bread! Although too timid to outright take food from my fingers, it seems quite happy to pick at the few sprinkles of bun I leave before it on the table. Leah seems content to simply watch her little companion.
Do you know what it's actually called?
It's orange and white, after all.
That would make it easy to remember.
There's a slightly chubby bird, busies itself, becoming a little chubbier, but my cheeks hurting from my smiling.
You really like animals, don't you?
I pause a little, but quickly start feeding again as the bird looks at me expectantly. My little friend lives around the zoo. It's obvious how it can become so tame.
We've always had pets back home, so I grew up around them.
Your family keeps getting bigger and bigger. Must have been a hard change when you moved out.
Having apparently had its fill, the bird spreads its wings and flies off at a surprising speed for its weight. I wave as it goes, my hot dog at the worst for wear, thanks to my picking at the bone.
Bye-bye!
You're a dork.
I laugh off her jab before returning to our conversation. It was hard when I left, yeah. I have a new family now, though. You, Caprice, Rose, and everyone else I've met at college. Yeah, a real family. Disappointingly, Eileen looks rather skeptical at the idea. And again, she doesn't seem to get on that well with anyone besides Wallace and I. I was always an optimist, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe some of it'll rub off on me. Eileen picks herself up from the table, having a big stretch as she does. For a moment, we just look at each other, simply appreciative of the fact that we're together, that we're here together. Allison.
Huh?
Yeah? She picks herself up a little off her chair, or to lean across the table. It becomes obvious what she's doing. Relaxed enough to let her get away with a quick peck. I closed my eyes and leaned forward in low anticipation, my heart beating just a little bit faster. With feeling huh? I'm good. I hear myself give a weird subtle gasp before I reflexively fall back into my chair. Then with rather nonplussed, she settles back into her own chair, her eyes studying me as she does.
Oh!
What was that? Just had mustard on her cheek. And I was maybe bullying you a little. Then my face flower into a wild blush as I grimaced at her. Rather for her betrayal after my expectation of an affectionate gesture. Wow! I can't read! No! Oh god. Well, they first startling me so badly. Didn't know quite how to read Eileen's interested expression, but I don't care to ask as I sulk. I'm genuinely a little mad at her, but I don't think it's getting through. I'm still not used to the physical side of all this. Letting out an amused snort and picking herself up from her seat, Eileen dusts herself off and gets ready to go. Come on, Miss Party Lips. Let's get moving before the weather gets bad. Da bunny. Eileen closes the door to her apartment, and then my coat dropped to the floor as I collapse over the back of her couch in exhaustion. How this girl can keep such a pace up for the whole day is totally beyond me. Even now, she doesn't seem too bothered. The only sign she is tired at all being some stretching after she takes off her scarf and coat. Haven't collapsed on me, have you? I'm dead. You can have my stuff. Better check before you dig in the grave. Remember how they used to do that? See a big pin into the toe to see if they wake up from the pain.
Oh!
Oh, look at that! I'm suddenly alive. It's a Christmas miracle. She busies herself behind me. My eyes are drawn to the entertainment cabinet and the television sitting in. With curiosity getting the better of me, perhaps to distract my wandering mind, I walk around the couch and press at the right door to pop it open. I'm rather surprised that the movies inside are all perfectly organized, but the genres she's collected are strange. You want a coffee or something while you rummage through my stuff? I'm not rummaging, I'm just trying to think of another word to describe what I'm doing. But it doesn't take long to realize Eileen's right. Looking like a kid caught with their hand in a cookie jar as she walks back over. I try to change topics. Do you really like westerns or something? They're all either those or documentaries. Sorry to disappoint. I just like westerns. Give it a nice, simple plot with a good guy drifting into town, getting one over on the bad guy, and walking to the sunset. Nice landscapes, too.
Sure.
Alright, that makes sense. I think it feels off as we stand around her apartment and chat, but it's hard to put my finger on it. The silences are just a little too long. The chatter nothing more than small talk we have usually never needed. Here we are, the evening after a date, and filling in time, milling about in her quiet apartment. The usual background noise of passing cars and busy tenants I hear around my home are nowhere to be heard, just the two of us shuffling about alone. The thought of sharing a night with Eileen has passed my mind more than once, even if I've tried to distract myself from it. Is it too early? Would she think I'm weird? I don't even know how to even bring that up. Without any real reason, I idly fiddle with Eileen's movie collection and read off the covers to seem occupied. You know, our date doesn't have to end now. It's her worst fail off, my heart freezes. Her stoic face only makes this worse. My brain freezing between bashfulness and shock at her being so blunt. We've only started dating, but the thought of sleeping together had passed my mind. Honestly, that's not where I thought that was gonna go. I was thinking we would watch a movie, you know, eat some food, hang out a little more, not have a slumber party. Not where my mind went. Left sputtering about. I awkwardly turn away to hide my expression. Do you want to watch one of them together? Thank you. What do you want? I'm gonna take a shower. Alright, I'll just get a drink. As she leaves, I wander over to the kitchen and grab a glass. Pour some orange juice for myself and try to refocus. My heart's still racing. Thought of what Eileen suggested still playing on my mind. To hang out a little longer? I wonder if I should really be letting Eileen take care of so much. She doesn't seem to mind at all. But that's not really the problem. Even now, she suggested we do what I want to try. And I couldn't bring myself to just accept it. I want to get closer to her, but it feels like everything's happening at her pace. And again, Eileen's not the only person in my life I've let dote on me, while I go with the flow of others. The door from the bathroom opens. As I sit down the now empty glass, but the words are still in my mouth as I walk over to talk to her. I see, this is what we're doing.
Oh!
You're getting close. Sorry. My face burns hot as I stammer out the words. She only steps closer. She takes my hands to stop me from moving away, from them softly. Her face is so close to mine, I can feel her breathing. Her eyes look into mine, questioning. Suddenly, the thought of even a kiss takes my head light. All I could do was a tiny nod, which is enough for her to close the distance, kissing me more deeply than she ever has. That is the That's such a gross sentence. Look at the next sentence. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. What the fuck? I want to crawl into a hole. Anyway, I think we won. I could hardly breathe by the time we separate. I'm flushing my chest and taking a deep breath to try to regain myself. Looked like you didn't get it, so I decided to be more blunt. With our excitement over, the two of us had a... Oh... That's fine. That's fine. Everything is fine. With our excitement over, the two of us had a shower to clean up before settling in for the night. Enveloped in a soft, loving warmth as Eileen cuddles me, I almost want to nod off already as she gently strokes the back of my head. Given how cold she can be toward others, it's a real surprise that she is so physically intimate. I have to admit that I like the sight of Eileen, nuzzling into her body as I think so.
I love you, Eileen.
I know.
What a response!
That's not what you're supposed to say.
All right. I love you too.
Yay.
Even a few weeks ago, I never imagined I'd be sleeping with someone.
We won't see each other for a while, so we have to make the most of our time before holidays.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that and all the excitement. It'd be nice to see everyone again. But there's a pang of disappointment that I can't be with Eileen more.
You'll be going to stay with your family, right?
Yeah, Colorado's not bad, so at least it'll be a nice change of scenery.
It'll be nice to see my sister again, too. As Eileen thinks about her faraway family, I'm reminded of my own. I've been excited to go back home for the holidays for weeks now. With her gone.
You okay?
I'll be fine. I just wished I could go with you.
Sorry?
The plan forms in my head. I try to summon the same strong will she and Caprice have.
I'd like to be with you over the break. Could I come?
Oh, you dumb. Okay. Okay. I know people do this all the time. Eileen looks unsure of what to say. Maybe she's trying to decipher what if I'm making a serious suggestion or not. Even I don't know.
And you talk about me going fast. Didn't you want to see your own family really badly?
I do, but they won't be back home right away. I'll go back before Christmas. I don't want to be alone until then.
She looks taken aback. Is something fine? I'm actually arguing for this, instead of merely voicing a whim.
I'm not really sure about this. You've never been outside the city, let alone the state. Then there's the fact that you'll be in a house full of strangers.
I coped with moving into Rose's apartment, and I'll be with you. After how much you've helped me until now, I'm sure I'll be fine.
She tries to stare me down, but I manage to find an internal willpower, in some corner of myself I didn't know existed. Eventually, thankfully, I lets out a long, tired breath.
Fine. You win. You can come.
Thank you.
Just don't try to fix things, okay?
I snuggle into her warmth with a grin of victory. Eileen silently smiles as she pats my head once more. The classroom lies silent, save for the scratching of pencil against paper. I've already finished my math test. The unwillingness to be the first to turn it in being the only thing keeping me glued to my desk. Thankful for the chance to rest, though. Eileen's pace as we scooted around the zoo took all my effort to keep up with. And then there was the other business we got up to. I don't need to know. Someone finally brings his paper to the front. The students start following soon after. I quickly join them, eagerly placing my test on the teacher's desk and packing my things afterward. The last final of the semester is over. I'm ready to go home. And to see Eileen one last time before she leaves for Colorado.
Hey!
A loud voice from behind me makes me jump in startlement.
Hey.
Oh, Caprice, hey. My heart slowly moves out of my throat, with Caprice and I starting off together toward the arts club. I'd considered asking Eileen if we could walk back to her apartment together instead, but I couldn't leave without saying my goodbyes to Caprice and Wallace if I could find him. What brings you to my class anyway? Millie wasn't around, so I got lonely. So I'm the second choice, huh? Well, at least I could be around for her. You two really are close, aren't you? Yep, we grew up together. And now we even live together. Millie and me and Haley. She's our other friend. We take good care of each other. There really are all kinds of relationships. Sort of from high school, where everyone was neatly organized into friends, classmates, or strangers. And we all just lived with our parents. Do you have a roommate? What are they like? I'm with a family friend. She's nice, even if she's a bit rough. I have the apartment to myself a lot, though. The statement seems to give Caprice food for thought. She doesn't look so tired. School's finally over for the year.
Yeah!
And that's why we're having an extra special art club meeting.
Huh?
Extra special. You'll see what I mean. I have a feeling she's working this out as she goes along. I still can't decide if I like the spontaneity of hers. It's endearing, but there's no sense of stability to her like Eileen has. As we head toward the art building, we spot Eileen just outside, busy huffing into her hands and rubbing them together for a little warmth. It takes a moment for her to notice us.
Eileen!
Eileen, hi! She looks up in my direction and notices her shoulders relax a little. It wasn't long ago that I only ever saw Eileen tense and on guard. Now she reflexively relaxes when I'm around. It's nice. For her part, Caprice just bowls on ahead without care in the world.
Hey!
Hey! Eileen tenses right back up when she sees my companion. The moment lost. Still, I'm not further happy at the effect I have on Eileen, whether she notices or not.
Afternoon.
Afternoon, you two. Caprice, why are you looking at me like that? It's creeping me out. Caprice grabs on both of our shoulders, and to my surprise, directs us away from the arts building. We've had a change of plans. Do I get a say in this? Once again, Caprice either doesn't hear or chooses to ignore the question. Is it the pizza place? It's my house! By the time we arrive at my apartment and turning our coats, it's already dark enough to flick on the lights as we enter. Apart from the sound of passing cars, the only sounds are Caprice's exaggerated sounds of thoughtful inspection. Eileen raises an eyebrow as Caprice whips her phone out to take a picture for posterity. The item disappearing into her pants pocket almost as quickly as it appeared. Will you just leave that thing? You've been fiddling with your phone on the way here more than Allison does. Hey. Well, it's true. Caprice gives a thumbs up, but it has the opposite effect, if anything. Her agreement is a little too quick. Given how stubborn Caprice usually is. So Rose isn't here then? She's just in and out. Giving up trying to work out any schedule to it.
Cool!
Cool posters! They're my roommates. She's been living here longer than me, so the decorations are all hers. Knock on the door rings out. For a light tap strike with the metronome's timing. I'm in. Door's unlocked. You're just inviting other people to my house?
Huh?
What's going on? This is my apartment, you know. Chris just grins, drawing a grimace from Eileen. What did you think I was on my phone for? I called over some friends. Fucking dick, you don't do that. The old door creaks open, with Amelia's head peering in the living room. Assuring that she's come to the right place, she skips in with the unmistakable figure of Wallace, following her like a giant shadow.
Millie!
Have you heard from Haley? Millie answers as she takes off her coat, while doing the same for her scarf.
Hello there.
She's at home sleeping. Seems like finals tired her out.
Come on.
She never wants to go anywhere. No one knows Haley, but I feel like I can relate. Not just about finals or going particular places. Being around people is exhausting in itself. Lately I've been looking forward to it though, even if it takes a lot out of me. The clicking of bottles draws my attention. Looking downward, showing a six-pack of bottled beer being carried in one hand, and a plastic bag with a couple of brightly colored nacho packets visible inside. What is a nacho packet? Oh, Google, please, 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 because I am fearful. What is a nacho packet? What? What is this? I'm getting recipes for nachos. It looks like there's some like the tortilla rounds that you get from like a Lunchable. The fuck is a nacho packet? I'm still not really getting answers. Mostly what I'm getting is Lunchables, though. Nacho flavored chips! I'm out. Google, you did not help me. Oh my god. Alright, well, here we go. So sorry. I need to know what nacho packets were. And I still don't know. Caprice looks up to the two, surprised just as I am by the present they have brought along. Just a little something for the special event. I can't believe you didn't take the Santa hat they were offering, though.
Not happening.
I'm not wearing a Santa hat, Christmas or not. Why not? Would have suited you. Don't you start. So this was Caprice's plan. A party to celebrate the end of college for the year. I really would have preferred her to just tell me. But there's also a begrudging respect that she apparently managed to organize all of this during the short trip from college to my apartment. I'm about to warn Wallace about Millie casting covetous eyes on his beer when Eileen leans over and murmurs in my ear.
Allison.
Is the part here going to be a problem for you?
Sure.
It'll be fine, I think. That far from the answer, she steps over to the couch and takes a seat with a sigh. Despite my waving off the concern, I appreciate Eileen's sense of responsibility. As we talk, Wallace sets down the beer and chips on the table. Caprice wastes no time scooting over and ripping open the bag, really soon following and taking a seat across from her. The fact she steals one of the beer bottles doesn't go unnoticed.
Millie.
Wallace.
Just the one won't hurt, right?
Hey!
Stop hogging the chips. I'm hungry. Wallace just sighs, defeated as the two bicker over food. I feel a little sorry for him, but given he did bring them. Make yourself at home. Eileen gestures for me to join her, shaking her head. Giving up any thought that I could control them, I skip over and take a seat at the cushion next to her. Eileen turns toward the television. She finds a beer bottle held in front of her face. Looking up to the smiling Wallace offering it, she takes it in her hand. Merry Christmas, Eileen. Cheers, same to you. The two click their bottles together, popping the lids with the bottle opener on Wallace's keychain before Eileen slouches back into the couch. While the thought passes my mind that the last thing I want is an alcohol-fueled mess at my place, those fears are put to rest when the two gently sip away. We're just friends sharing a drink, not partygoers looking to get as drunk as they can. Play around the room. This sure is low-key for a college party. Just friends drinking and gossiping. It's fine. Far from the wild craziness I expected when I heard tales about college when growing up. Guess I fell in with the right crowd. What are you doing hanging out with us losers anyway, Millie? Riding club, not doing anything special?
No, not really.
They're doing this and that, but most of them seem to have plans. The leader and his friends are graduating. be up to me to keep the ship sailing. Seems like you're gonna have your hands full next semester then. Always up for a challenge. Why does it make her so creepy? Look at how creepy! Oh my god! Hey, Wallace. Greets the excited tone as she wolfs down her mouth full of nachos. Fails to enthuse him. Remember when we talked about the pizza place? I mean, about your club and all?
No.
No. But
No.
no. Millie grimaces triumphantly. Or Millie grins triumphantly at her friend's expense. I feel a little sorry for Wallace, being caught in their rivalry. No one who notices the creak of the door. My attention wholly focused on it as I wonder who's arrived. Part of me worries that Capri is organized for more people to come. The girl now bickering with Millie. Well, with that, before we get wholly busted, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here and actually save. Properly this time. So, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully, I will see you later.